Hey, what's up, everybody? I am back to talk about Housewives. Now, I know I'm a little late, but that is because I'm still an introvert. I am still shy. I am still self conscious. I am still all of these terrible things. So I don't really like to record when people are around. I like to record in peace. Whenever I create, I like to be alone in my own little bubble. I don't like anyone to disturb me. More importantly, I do not want people to hear me talk about anything because I just get shy and reserved. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna do this. I probably sound ridiculous. I don't want to do this. So now that one person is gone, now that Mother Maverick is gone, now Maverick can come downstairs and do his thing with the TV to himself to catch up on, not even to catch up because I watched the premiere. I just didn't watch the follow-up episode. And of course, like, between like having to work and come home, like, I don't want to create a goddamn thing. I want to come home, I want to unwind, I want to fucking cut my Xbox on, play some Smite, and just do that until it's time for me to go to bed to go to work the next day. But now that I'm off today and I've had downstairs TV to myself to watch Housewives, to rewatch the premiere, now I can come to you all to give you all a review out of an ocean of reviews, I'm sure, but hopefully no one doesn't like me. So, so the episode kicked off. It was just so fucking maternal. Okay, it was so fucking maternal. Kenya's back, and this is like one of the first times in Housewives history. Typically, they've always opened the season with the star, like the highest paid person of the show, right? And that typically has always been Lanithia Monique Leaks. But that bitch on punishment for how she showed her ass last season. So she missed 2 weeks of pay, okay? That bitch was suspended for 2 weeks. So she didn't open up the show. Candy didn't open up the show. But I feel like they didn't use Candy because they wanted to welcome Kenya back. And Kenya did come back with a big storyline, which was this beautiful baby girl that she has. Brooklyn is so beautiful. She looks like a doll. So when Kenya decided to have that doll party, I'm like, that's like so perfect because like your baby literally looks like a little toy baby. She looks like what? Baby Alive? That's Brooklyn Daily. Brooklyn Daily is beautiful. Kenya's talking about how she been away and how, it's so funny, like, oh, I've been away. I just, no, bitch, you got fired because you decided that you've been all up in everybody else's marriages, all in their motherfucking business, trying to suck Apollo's dick, trying to fucking piss off Phaedra, flirt, like, nah, she didn't flirt with Peter, that was Nene. But after you done did all that shit, when it came to you and your man, I guess you finally had a real man, not no fake man like Walter, not no fucking crazy ass psychopath like Matt. When you finally had a real relationship, all of a sudden, oh no, we're not doing the cameras this season. Oh no, I'm Kenya Moore. And they showed you who the fuck, how much Kenya Moore meant to them, bitch. They got you the fuck up out of there. And your ass came back, took a pay cut to come back and tell us about what's been going on with you since you've been away. But she's been away, and now all of a sudden her and Mark Daly are having problems. I'm like, oh, y'all having problems? I just don't feel it. I don't feel it at all. I feel like this bitch, she fucking found a man who was willing to have another baby. I feel like she paid this man. I don't know. It was some contract delivered other than this marriage contract. That probably wasn't even a real contract right then and there. She just found. I mean, for her to just get with this man out of nowhere, nobody ever really seen y'all together. Y'all had this secret fucking wedding. Probably because you didn't want nobody to fucking know. And then all of a sudden you pregnant, got a baby. Then a few months after having your fucking baby, all of a sudden y'all having these marriage problems and y'all officially divorced as of today. Like, Kenya, I'm not buying it. It's like, even still, this bitch continues to do a lot of shit that where you have to side eye her. So I'm just like, okay, Kenya. But they're just having problems. And, he's in New York. He has all these businesses, and I admire and respect his hustle, but he doesn't have any time for me. Like, bitch, shut up. That wasn't no real marriage. You didn't want to have a baby out of wedlock, and this man was nice enough to help you out with that. But now y'all about to pretend that y'all having these marriage problems for the rest of this season. So y'all can have a divorce because the deal is done. Whatever, Kenya. But like I said, Brooklyn daily is beautiful. So regardless of what the case may have been, I got a nasty glare on my glasses, and that's the TV in the background. But the TV is giving me light. So whatever the case may be, you got a beautiful baby girl out this deal. So whatever the case. Next, in the motherfucking maternity ward, we got Portia Williams. And Portia is just down in the dumps because her nigga cheated on her, okay? Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, Candy tried to warn Portia. She tried to warn her, and Portia just didn't want to listen. What I have to say about that is plenty of men have been hoes back in the day, and they've redeemed themselves to where when they get with a fiance or wife, they do not cheat. And there are plenty of people who have never cheated and then started cheating when they got married. So just because a man couldn't keep his dick to himself in the past does not mean that's going to be the way he is forever. Nor is it a guarantee that just because you have a man who always kept his dick in his pants is going to keep his dick in his pants with you. So, I mean, like, yeah, Candy was saying, like, trying to inform her that, this dude is with this one, that one, this one, and that one. But at the same time, he didn't have no babies with them hoes, and he wasn't proposing to them hoes. He proposed to Portia and had a baby with her. So I feel like he did want a future with Portia. He just didn't know how to reel himself all the way in for Portia and slipped up. But we're going to get into that in my next review. So, she's crying and shit because, she's getting all these motherfucking rose bushes delivered to her house because he's fucking groveling, trying to take her back, trying to get her back. And that's another thing. Like, if he was just a dog, as Candy said last season, he wouldn't be doing all of that. He wouldn't be trying to be all fours, sniffing behind her motherfucking puss, trying to get her to take him back. He wouldn't even been doing all that shit. He would just moved on, probably trying to start a life with the next bitch, but that he cheated on her with. But he's not doing that. He's trying to get back with Portia. So she's in there in motherfucking Babyland taking care of her baby. PJ, I almost forgot her baby's name, Pilar Janae. And I will say, she looks just like Portia. I feel like she's chunky because of Dennis, but she looks like a baby Portia. And I've seen Portia's baby pictures from her Instagram, and she does look like her. So I was like, that's good. I mean, I don't know how she would have looked looking like a baby Dennis, but at least we see she's going to grow up looking more like her mom than her dad. So that's good. Anytime you have a baby looking like their attractive mom, that's good. But then again, there's some people who look like they're attractive dads, and that even works out even better. So, I mean, not even better, but it still works out. So that's what I'm trying to say. She's talking to her mom. Her mom just looks good. Over the seasons, you can tell she just like lost weight. And, she's still a little tacky to me. I mean, Atlanta for me is just tacky. They're just very tacky, especially like when they have women they have older women who decide, I'm about to walk around with this motherfucking strawberry Sunday weave. Like, why do you want to walk around with cross-colored hair? I don't get it. Her mom had this motherfucking this light purple sew-in. See, this is what happens when I don't have my light. But I'm not about to play this in the background. I'm about to pause it because I'm not trying to get flagged for no bullshit. There we go. Because I had gotten flagged before. Pause! There we go. No, it's dark! Oh my God. Okay, that's not even enough light. You know what? Let me cut the lamp on. Can't cut wait, what about this one? This one's not even plugged up. This is ridiculous. This is fucking ridiculous. Let me just like go to something where I got like a sufficient light. Cause I already know if I fucking have it on. What got me going on this idea? If I have it, effective on the impeachment part. Like, you got to be careful. If you have it on something, they will fucking flag your shit. Even if it's playing in the background, they will flag your shit. And it's like, I'm just talking with something playing in the background. Like, I ain't trying to, it's not like I'm actually trying to show a show or anything. You know what? Oh my fucking god. This is so fucking ridiculous, but I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. This is just what it is, cause not only that, but I'm fucking lazy when it comes to editing. So I don't want to edit anyway. I just need to mute my TV.
Right. I think the general Republican defense is
Get this out of
what
here.
was done was inappropriate or feeling.
What the
rather,
fuck?
Among Republicans, what was done
What is this? Is this a sound bar,
It's
bitch?
not. Does not.
Okay, there we go. All right, we good. Portia, yeah, she's talking to her mom and she's talking to her sister who looks just like her. They, that daddy has some strong ass genes for them two to look just alike. Fucking Portia mom must be calling her sister her motherfucking daughter at this point. Lauren, that's her name. So she's talking to her mama, Lauren, and she's talking about how Dennis cheated. She found something in his phone that was very inappropriate, and that's the reason why he's trying to fucking get her ass back by sending her all these fucking roses. And I'm just like, if you trying to get me back, don't send me no fucking roses. What the fuck am I gonna do with some fucking roses? They're gonna die anyway. Like, if you're gonna send me something alive, send me a puppy, okay? Send me a fish, send me a cat, send me a rabbit, send me something. Something that I'm gonna love, that you brought me, that's not gonna make me think entirely of you because it's its own entity. Don't send me no fucking roses. You can send me anything. You can send me food. You can send me goddamn electronics. You can send me anything. You gonna send me some roses? And you got money. It's not like you on a fucking budget. Anyway, he's sending her that shit, and Portia's whining to her family about what the fuck he did, and she just in a depression, which I understand. Being in, actually I don't understand because I ain't never been in a situation like that. But I understand like how, you want something for yourself so bad, and then it turns around and it's not what you want it to be, or it's, in her case, because her and Dennis are together as of this day, it's a lot harder to obtain because, obstacles are in the way, and this obstacle was infidelity. So apparently they jumped over that shit. I would not have jumped over that shit, okay? For me, especially Portia was pregnant. So, you know what? I'm going to get this in my next review. We just going to fast forward to Candy Burris Tucker. So Candy Burris Tucker is expecting via surrogates, and she's with Todd, but she's calling the surrogate mom Shadina, which I've never fucking heard that name before. Shadina, like, why? Shadina. But anyway, Shadina, nigga, Shadina. Who has seen motherfucking Sprung when motherfucking Paula J. Parker was on motherfucking, what's his name, Guy Tori, Joe Tori, whatever the fuck, Adina, say Adina. Woo! Anyway, so she's on the phone with Shadina, who's carrying her daughter. And I was surprised. I'm like, what do you mean daughter? Because I could have sworn they had another embryo, but unfortunately that one didn't develop, so they only have the one. For me, which is fine. I mean, not to really say that, but, I'm pretty sure Todd and Candy, because they both have girls, they have the son together, so I'm pretty sure they would have wanted a daughter together also. So they still are going to get that daughter. Unfortunately, they just aren't going to get the twins. So I can see how that can be upsetting. But, Candy's like, and it's just different for me. I'm not going to be excited for the baby kick and my breast getting fat and all this kind of stuff. I'm just like, some of that, like, do you really want to be walking around with swollen feet and tender titties? Like, I mean, some of those things I guess you could be grateful about. You ain't got to get fat. You ain't got to fucking wear maternity clothes. You don't have to deal with the inconvenience of being pregnant. But I guess, like, feeling the baby kick and feeling the baby move around in you is the reward for all of that pain that you got to endure. Right, you ain't got to fucking go through childbirth or C-section. You ain't got to be cut open. Like, none of that. But I guess I never been pregnant. I never will be pregnant. I'm not about to be out here trying to fucking get uterine transplants to experience childbirth. Fuck that. But she's a little upset about that, but she's excited that she's about to have another baby. And it was so cute when little Ace was like, "You got my sister from the store?" The innocence. To go back to being 6 years old and start all over again. I would love to. If I could just press a button right now and go back to being 6-year-old me, I would do it. So next on, you have Eva with her husband. I think his name is Michael Sterling, and they talking about a bunch of nothing. It was really a bunch of nothing. It was very not Eva the cast member. It was very much so Eva, friend of the show, because that's how boring that conversation was with her husband. So I'm not even going to review that. Then we have Cynthia in the bed with Mike Hill. Now, Mike Hill, I can see is everything that Cynthia wished for. He's a very attractive man. He has a great job, and he loves the fuck out of her. Like, he's an established man. He's not someone who's going to want to go half on his business plans with her like Peter did. And he's not someone who's going to, like, you can tell he's not aggressive the way Peter was either. Like, I really don't even see what the attraction was from Cynthia to Peter, because you can tell Peter did not have it all, which is why she and Peter struggled financially so much to the point where they just had to break up. In addition to that, like, it was like, Peter, if you was gonna be this motherfucking ambitious, you could at least had it all going together to where I ain't never have to, like, the only thing I have to worry about is you starting new businesses and not telling me, not you taking my money to go start these businesses also, and I just gotta fucking go through this with you and try to ride for you like a down ass bitch. I don't want to be that. Being a down ass bitch, literally. Ain't no benefits to that shit. The nigga get all the benefits. You don't get nothing but the title of being a down ass bitch, and that's a vanity title. Vanity titles mean nothing. Nothing. When the fuck you ever heard a nigga say he a down ass nigga? Like, Papoose was a down ass nigga, but he never called himself that because it's weak as fuck. Ladies, don't be out here trying to be no motherfucking down ass bitch. Anyway, so Cynthia is just super excited. She loves the fuck out of Chill Will, and she wants to get married like today, which is so crazy to me because Cynthia was like, I do not want to get married again. Fuck that. But now she find this man, he's a great man. He's giving her some bomb dick, and she's like, I want this forever. I want this on paper. If this nigga try to divorce me, I'm just not going to divorce him. We just going to have to be separated. I'm not losing this man. So she's just like thinking about rings, like emerald cut diamonds and shit, but she'll be happy with a band. She's like, if I see a cute dress I want it, I'm going to get it. And he's like, bitch, let me propose to you first. Go sit this fuck down somewhere and go shut the fuck up. Like, I ain't even looked at rings yet. I don't even know if I want to marry your ass and you talking about this shit. Shut the fuck up or I'll push you off this bed. That's how he was looking at her. And he told her, he was like, look, let me do me and you just wait. Just wait. That's it. You can't hurry love. You just have to wait. Love don't come easy. So next we have, what do we have next? I think next we had Eva, Candy, and Cynthia at Old Lady Gang. And they were there at Old Lady Gang, and they were talking about, Candy, she's about to have a baby. They were talking about Eva is about to have a baby also. She ordering the whole fucking menu. They were talking about Cynthia wanting to get married, and then all of a sudden, a bitch named Sincerely just bombards the fuck out of them with some information. Now, here's what I think about this. For those of you all who were like, oh, hell nah, this looks scripted, I'm not fucking with this, I'm on your side. I'm on y'all side with that shit. And normally, I just try to be fair and objective with that shit because I don't know how the world of reality TV works. I just watch the shit. And for me, I'm just like, okay, they're sitting there Cause I seen what the fuck the girls were saying. They were like, "Oh, so this bitch just happened to be in Candy's restaurant, mic'd up and whatever." And I'm just like, first of all, bitch, like I said, I ain't fucking in the world of reality TV, but that bitch wasn't mic'd up. Like, those mics catch a lot of shit because they wear the mics on their backs. This bitch was breathing down Candy and Cynthia's neck, talking about some, "Hi, my name's Sincerely, and I'm the bitch from the blog, and everyone is saying that I was fucking Dennis, and I just want the world to know, or I want you guys to know that I was not fucking Dennis. I've never even met that bitch." Like, she was all up on them. So, of course, the mics caught everything that she said loud and clearly because she was in their motherfucking grill like she was about to pay their goddamn bills. And so I'm like, look, y'all, it does look funny, but let's not just say shit, okay? Let's not just say shit. She was not mic'd up. She was all in the motherfucking the radius, okay, for the mics to catch what the fuck she got to say. Not only that, but not only was she talking in Candy's mic, she talking in Cynthia's mic because Cynthia's right fucking there. So that's why she was able to be heard so clearly. Now, this bitch just happening to be at OLG while they were talking about. Now, they weren't even talking about Dennis at the time, but this bitch just happening to be at OLG. I don't know, cause it's like, I ain't never been to OLG. I would hope to go there sometime, particularly when Candy is there. But her just happening to be there when Candy and Cynthia and Eva are there. Not only are they there, but they just happen to be filming. Like, what the fuck? This bitch, she got the goddamn RHOA schedule, and she knew they were gonna be there. So she was like, let me just go ahead and pop up and let the world on TV let them know that I wasn't fucking with that. I'm like, come on now. And then it just make me go back to like when Block's girlfriend, or whoever the fuck she was, came to her fucking candy factory. And she was like, you just can't pop up at the candy factory. I'm like, well, this bitch either she just popped up or y'all just had a schedule for her to be there. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. And they were talking about, Dennis and Portia again. And it was like, well, do you think he cheated? Do you think he cheated with her? And Candy's like, I don't know. I caught so much flack for trying to tell this bitch just some shit last year, and I couldn't even get anywhere, so I'm staying out of it. But like that bitch said, it wasn't her. She ain't never met that bitch, so keep her name out of that shit. So later on, Kenya decides that she wants to have a baby doll party. Like I said, which was perfect because that's exactly what her daughter looks like. Oh, yeah. Kenya was with Cynthia at the Bailey wine cellar. Whatever. They ain't really talk about a lot of shit. It's not important. Anyway, so she decides to have this party and she invites everyone. Oh, yeah. No, it's cool. So she invites everyone. Everyone shows up. Everyone brings their babies, minus Cynthia, because her baby is grown, and minus Eva, because Eva feels like she don't really know Kenya like that. She don't really trust Kenya like that. It's getting so dark. I do not have, good lighting up in here. I'm sorry, y'all, because this lamp ain't even on. Look, for my next video, I'll have, this lamp on, but I'm not doing it right now. Anyway, so Kenya invites all of them. And like I said, Eva didn't bring her babies because she didn't trust Kenya. And everyone's talking. Portia comes out. She brings baby PJ and everything is cool. And then eventually Kenya brings Portia to the side to come talk to her one-on-one. And Kenya just starts crying. Now, I want to just go back into the archives with this shit. When it comes to Kenya and Portia, I thought Kenya was cool. I thought she was fun. And then she just started doing a lot of hoe shit. When she just started fucking around with trying to fuck around with Apollo. When she started trying to antagonize Portia, I was like, yeah, I don't fuck with this bitch. And for me, it just seemed like she came into it okay, I'm on the cast I'm on an ensemble cast. I'm Kenya Moore. I've done this, that, and the third in Hollywood. Candy is a Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter whose origins started in the group Escape. Cynthia is a supermodel. Phaedra is a success. Phaedra was not no damn successful attorney, but she's an attorney. Okay, she has status. Who else? Nene is a rich bitch. She's the star of the show. We're all success. Well, yeah, Kim was on the show. She ain't even beef with Kim, but I guess because Kim like been on the show for a while, whatever. And Portia, who is she? I feel like that was her real issue with. I think that was Kenya's real issue with Portia. I feel like Kenya seen that bitch and was like, "Who is she and why is she even here? We're all successful women. We all have shit going on. She's just this Barbie, this motherfucking this wife, and that's it. Like she doesn't really have a claim to anything. Like she came into it not wanting to like Portia over nothing. Like when Portia was sitting at that table with her trying to get to know her, and Kenya's like, oh, she was just intrusive, asking me, am I married or do I have kids? Hey, bitch, that's what you asked. You're on a show called Housewives where the majority of the cast is married with children. This bitch don't know you because you ain't no fucking body. So she's trying to get to know you by asking you, are you married or do you have kids? And you trying to take fake offense to that? So ever since then, she was just not fucking with Portia. And then her only issue, oh, well, she's dumb. So that whole time I was on Portia's side because Portia didn't even do shit to this bitch and she was just beefing with her. And I feel like over the years, Kenya was just trying to antagonize her because she was jealous of Portia because Portia, was not a successful woman. She didn't have no career, but she had all the things that Kenya wanted. She had a husband, a successful husband who loved her. I mean, his love was a little different, but she still had something that Kenya didn't have. She had a fake relationship with Walter. She just had somebody just to be able to get on the show because Housewives does not bring no single women on the show. That's just not what they do. You have to be, in a relationship, engaged or married. That's why Marlo ain't on the show because she's not in a relationship, engaged or married. So that was Kenya's ploy to get on the fucking show. So over the years, she was just trying to beef with Portia over nothing, and Portia just wasn't going. So I feel like the reason why she started crying and when she said, I've made mistakes, because she knows how she, came to terms with how fucked up she was treating Portia, and she realized like I was really a bitch to this girl over fucking nothing. So that's why she seen. Now that she had the baby and now that she got quote unquote married, she's like, oh, well, I got everything now. There's no reason for me to now I can do some self-reflection. And she realized that she was wrong with Portia because even though Portia was married, Portia wasn't even in a good marriage. That she got out of that goddamn marriage. So she apologized and she crying and Portia's like, you know what? I appreciate it and I'm glad we are where we are. And I'm glad too because like I said, they were literally beefing with nothing. I would have rather her came on the show and just trying to beef with Nene, which eventually ended up happening. But I would have rather that been her MO than be fucking with Portia over nothing. So they make up, and Portia reveals to her that Eva did not bring her children because she didn't fucking trust Kenya's ass. And Kenya's like, what? She's like, that bitch didn't bring her kids because what the fuck that bitch think I'm gonna do? Beat her ass and her kids? Like, why would I do that? And for once, I'm like, this is so good to see somebody starting with Kenya and not the other way around because Kenya started with Portia. Kenya started with Phaedra. Kenya was starting with Nene. Kenya started with Kim Fields. Now, this time around, somebody is indirectly starting with Kenya. Because for me, I feel like Eva has every right to not bring her children to Kenya's party if she does not want to bring her children to Kenya's party because those are her children. So she's making a decision that she feels is best for her children. If she feels apprehensive, she's entitled to those feelings and to react accordingly. Now, what I will say about that is like, bitch, if you were that fucking apprehensive, you shouldn't even brought your ass here dressed up in this stupid ass costume. So I see both sides of the coin, okay? I see heads and tails. And neither party is wrong. I feel like neither party is wrong. But I do agree with Ken, like, bitch, this is an attack on my character. Like, you really feel like I'm about to do some host shit? Like, why would I not, fuck y'all kids being here. Why would I act up in front of my own kids? Why would I potentially get into a fight with you and risk knocking over my fucking baby stroller and having her on the floor with a bust head? Why would I risk any of that just to get into it with you, a bitch I really don't even fucking know. So I see both sides, but I'm leaning more towards Kenya's side than Eva's side, which is, I can't even believe it. I can't even believe I'm on Kenya's side about anything. But at the end of the conversation, Kenya tells Portia and then brings the rest of the girls in about that sincerely bitch popping up at OLG. And she's like, look, this bitch, she came and she said that she ain't never fucking fucked your man. She never even met your man. And Portia like, well, I don't really care about none of this because I already, well, not that I already knew, but he ain't cheat on me with that bitch. He cheated on me with another bitch. So that was the end of this episode. There was no Nene. Like I said, that bitch she is on her 2-week suspension. Okay. And it was a good premiere. It was a good, cute little premiere. That's all I'm gonna say about it. And y'all will get my review for the next episode after I watch it, because I'm about to watch it right now. So sorry about the bad lighting, but y'all have just rolled the Maverick. Peace.